I want to go now to Virginia 6, Congressman Ben Cline. Congressman Cline, correct me if I'm wrong, you're on House Intel. Give us your assessment of what you've seen and heard so far on this story about the signal incident, sir.
Well, we've heard a lot of noise, a lot of the media really spinning this up. The president has said he has confidence in Mike Waltz, keeping him on board. And, we have questions. We're going to ask them tomorrow. Follow up on the Senate's questioning today. We're going to be in open session. We're going to be in a closed session. And we're going to get all the answers, and we're going to continue on. And the important thing to remember is this administration is fighting terrorism where they live, fighting it in Yemen, fighting the Houthis who are attacking commercial vessels, who are attacking Israel, and the Americans have responded strongly and successfully. A very efficient operation, and we need to continue the focus on the terrorists.
So, Congressman, how are you going to today? We cover this gavel to gavel for the unclassified part. The assessment that the intelligence community has done is so important and talks about major threats. We barely got any of that. The Democrats took over the hearing. The Republicans asked great questions, but were overwhelmed by the Democrats, and we played at the cold open. It led to a crescendo of screaming at certain witnesses. How, given the House Democrats are twice as crazy as the ones in the Senate, how are you guys going to keep control of that tomorrow, sir?
We're going to make sure that we stay focused on what this hearing was originally noticed for, which was global threat environment. We're going to talk about China. We're going to talk about Russia. We're going to talk about Iran. We're going to talk about North Korea. We're going to talk about the border and the cartels. We're going to talk about the drug trade. It's a very, very focused agenda. This is a hearing that we have on a regular basis, and the fact that this reporter waited and held on to this information until the day before is of concern as well. It shows an attempt to play politics with the intelligence of the United States, with the intelligence community, and with the national security of the United States. And so we are going to make sure that we stay focused on the issues that are important to this nation, and that is fighting terrorism and making sure we protect this country against foreign threats and those international forces like cartels, like the drug trade, that are threatening us as well.
Okay, so we started the show today. We're not conspiracy theorists. We're the opposite, but we said there's no coincidences. Let's go back. This has been on the books for a while. The incident happened on the 15th. He waits until the afternoon of the day before the Senate and 2 days before the House to release it. Does it not look like a coordinated deep state, Democratic intel community ambush, sir?
That does give me concern, and I'm sure that there will be questions about that. And if this was, it did rise to the importance that Mr. Goldberg claimed that it did, then he would have released it immediately and spoken to the concerns that he had about it. Instead, he waited until the day before a hearing to reveal it and distract from really the agenda that we have tomorrow, which is the national security, the foreign threats, the entities like those who are engaged in fentanyl trade, which kill over 50,000 people in the United States last year alone.
Congressman, you just got back from a week in the district. The Virginia 6 is kind of one of the heartlands of this country. I mean, these are hardworking folks. Where are their heads at in what President Trump's first 60 days, sir?
They could not be more excited about this administration, what it's accomplished in just under 2 months, making sure that we move forward on reconciliation, on extending the Trump tax cuts, making sure we have fair trade laws vis-a-vis other countries around the world, engaging in trade negotiations with other countries, making sure we make the way that we're treated by other countries more fair. Great job there. Securing the border, fantastic job, successful, a 90%, 95% reduction in appearances at the border. And so I think my district is overwhelmingly in favor of what Trump's accomplished in just a short time, delivering on his promises. And we look forward to more successes down the line.
What do they think of the philosophy of flood the zone, all gas, no break? What's their perception, your constituents' perception of that, his process?
Well, I know my colleagues in the House are trying to play catch up a lot with the administration, and this administration is smart to keep its foot on the gas, to push through. And now, to my constituents, I think most of them are excited. For whatever their concerns were, they are excited about the steps that this administration has taken. Returning control over education to states and localities and parents, that's something Glenn Youngkin ran on and won on in his run for governor, because it was up in Loudoun County where those school boards were ignoring parents, arresting parents for daring to speak out against the indoctrination that was going on of their kids. And so it's ground zero for these types of concerns that are being addressed by this administration. And to take the DEI out of the federal government is a great accomplishment for them.
Congressman Cline, how do people follow you? Where do they go?
Rep. Ben Cline is the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I encourage people to keep in touch and visit.